Well, after the debacle last time, if we're gonna get started with just running the trains again. Thankfully, when it auto-saved prior to it crashing last episode, it actually managed to save right as our locomotive got to Nantahala. So I didn't even really need to move the locomotive. So get in position here. We should be in position. We should be all ready to go here. Yep, we're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Whoops, that's notching the throttle. There we go. What was the button? Okay, we're good. Got it. Brakes on. Okay, looks like we're good. Just need to pull the train forward a bit here. Let's see. Number board switch. We don't have those. Okay, we should be good. We see locomotive, the train brake off. Leave the independent on for a second here. And we go back to the dispatch office. We get asked for clearance out of Nantahala. Because what we're gonna do... Oh, switches are open out there. We can't even do that. Okay. We can't even ask for clearance out of Nantahala because the switches are open for us to leave out of the yard. So what we're gonna be doing... I'm gonna unlock the CTC switch. Flip it. That's why I put it on manual. And now I remember. Oh, what? I flipped this open. There we go. I've been running the game a little bit, so what I'm gonna do here. We're gonna unhook from here. Do that. And to be fair, we've been trying. The plan was originally, if you don't remember last time, it's been over a couple months. Was we were gonna be doing a caboose hop between. We were doing a caboose hop here, so. Alright, we should be good. Clear the switch there. Whoop. No, wrong button. There we go, that's the independent. Alright, pull it forward there, buddy. You're good. Alright, we're good. We're gonna get him on the siding here. Hard to see the mouse cursor when it's all snowy. Should probably send it off onto this track here. This is a repair track as well. First time we'll be utilizing this very well. Get these cleared off on the side here. There we go. Easier onto the siding here. A little bit of track wobble to it, not bad. Yeah, we should be able to get around it here. We have a couple AI services going on right now. So all the passenger trains are done as of last episode. Yeah, we should be good. Alright. Get him on the siding here. And yeah, he needs to clear that switch so we can back our train back into the shed here. The siding here. Should be good. Come on. Yeah, the curves do bite us. That's quite a bit. Okay. Alright, we're on the platform there. We're good. We're gonna shove it. We're gonna take it all the way up to the front end here so we can, you know, we can just set it off by the shed here. Looks like right up to that switch is where the... Yeah. Oh, it stops pretty quickly there. Interesting. Alright. Ease up here. I said ease it up, not send the thing at full throttle here. Okay. Poor thing. We wrecked it on the turntable a couple episodes back, and now we're finally putting it in the siding here. Brakes on. Slam it. There we go. Alright. And then we're going to put the handbrake on the tender and uncouple the locomotive. You'll leave the angle cock open on the front end of the locomotive, but it should be cut out already, so we should be good. Alright. Alright, pull forward. Here's the brakes. That is a very strong brake. Alright, easy does it. Alright, we got a little bit of room there. Not too bad. But that should give us a bit of that should allow us to get the locomotive ready to roll quickly. The original plan was to bring that all the way to Andrews, but because of just like just simply because I have no repair parts over there, I can't really send it out there. So I'm going to be leaving it here at Nanta, where it can actually be done pretty well. Now I need to get you moving here. Stupid mouse cursor. Getting caught on the lower screen, honestly. I have 2 screens now. Forward. Pull forward here a bit. There. Once he's on the turntable, we'll go turn him around and get him surfaced. That should do it right there. Alright, you are in position here. So what we're going to do with you, we are going to... Okay, this is getting annoying. I might need to put this in a way where I can actually get it on the bottom screen here. This is ridiculous. I'm getting... Because the mouse cursor just likes to fling itself all around, it's just not... It's not easy, so... Alright. Oh, that flinged it back into reverse again. Okay. Okay. Let's get back in the back of the locomotive here. Okay. We're just gonna walk over here because that's not gonna be too much in the way here, but yeah, we should be good. Alright, we're clear the switch back here. Take it on the chin. Whoop. Bring it back. Ow! Climb aboard the Caboose here as we roll by. Never, you're not really supposed to get on and off rolling equipment, but hey. What's the switch lined up over there? We're good. Dead locomotive. I'm thinking about switching a locomotive for Nanta because we left this guy sitting there the whole time. We've got 2 helpers here for us, just in case. Oh, there's actually a pretty significant gap there. Probably just bring it out. Alright. We're about 12 miles an hour. I think we're going down grade. Yeah, we're going down grade a bit. Alright, brakes. Start playing brakes a bit. Oh. Once we get clear of the switch, we can send it back to being manual. CTC. Well, no, we have to get out of here anyway to allow the other trains to pass. All right. Easy, easy. It's a small caboose hop, but we should be fine here. Should really buy more cabooses, honestly. 8 miles an hour. That is not what we want to do when we smack into this caboose here, buddy. Alright, we did a safety stop at least. Somewhat. How much slack on this thing? So yeah, if you haven't, to be fair, if you couldn't tell, we haven't been playing this game for a while. Ow! That hurt. But that is more or less because I got distracted by a completely different game. Quite a few different games actually, but not the least of which has been My Winter Car. I think I mentioned this in the last video or a couple videos ago. I'm not sure. I don't know if I did mention this on the Railworks Sundays video I posted a couple weeks ago, but I've been playing My Winter Car a lot, and it's quite the journey. I know I've mentioned it on the devlog for the Blackwater branch, which I want to point out. I want to mention that if for those of you that don't know, I've been working on a route for Train Sim Classic for the past 6 years now, called the Blackwater branch, and it's actually getting to the point. It's at the point where it's been released already, but it still needs a lot of work. It's kind of a rough alpha state, as I would like to call it. But I made a devlog. Well, I'll be making a devlog as of this recording to kind of talk a bit more about the route's development since its release back in March of last year. So I'll be doing that. All right, we're good to go. That's into 2. Release the brakes. We're good to go. Also, I kind of want to point out here something here real quick for a lot of users, or for a lot of people watching who've been, well, one user in particular. I got a comment on my last couple of videos on Railroader, saying that they were really excited for me to actually run the alternate route for Red Marble, this 2.5% grade. And I gotta say, I've used it quite a bit since I've installed it, but I've never done it on video. So this will be kind of my first run with this locomotive, this consist back here, on camera, really. Got a lot of weight behind us there. All right, let's go. Okay, notch it up, notch 4. Should be good through. Alright, we're lined through. We're clear to proceed. And then, meanwhile, I gotta make sure that dispatch is cleared for us to leave. Clear the tracks ahead. And we'll go as far as there for now. But we should be clear all the way through. That's all we got. Now we're taking all of this to Andrews. Jesus Christ. The amount of cars. The amount of frames I'm getting is also very annoying. There we go. Jumping back and forth on this game is just always so annoying. Alright, here we go. On the alternate track there, buddies. Alright, here we go, guys. we have it. We're on the alternate line. We're actually losing speed. We're on the 2.5% grade. So this is a completely different alignment. It's a 2.5% grade all the way up the track. There are some glitches with it, but it's not bad. I've run it once before while running the cab. But the whole line is actually pretty nice to actually have an alternate route over Red Marble. Which, mind you, is a nearly 5% grade. Nearly. I think that the highest it gets is like 4.7 or something like that. I think Saluda itself is like 6%. So, there we go. Clear the switch. I'm going to get a notch 8. Don't be late. It's going to be a slogan at some point here. Alright, line the switch. We're good. Alright, here we go. Up the hill. It's also rather funny. The day I'm recording this, there is a ton of snow outside my window. We got hit by a huge snowstorm in the Midwest and the southeast, or the Northeast, basically. The Midwest in particular, I think I got about 10 inches, maybe a foot of snow out where I live. Rocky Mountain snow, of course, is the dry stuff. You can't make a snowman out of it, but it's like actually kind of cool to have like a dry powdery snow. The cold is not nice, but like the actual snow, it's like the actual snow itself always looks nice. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, that's right. Gotta focus on the locomotive here. There we go. Get the whine of the traction motors there. I think I'm gonna go by a rule of thumb and say about 25 is the limit here, but we'll see what we can do. We derail. That's kind of the nature of the game at this point. There's one time I have run this game a bit after the initial like I've run a few times on this map, and it's just like the amount of chaos this has gotten, like with how long my trains get. Like this is just like these trains get absurd once you get to Red Marble unlocked and get over to Andrews. Like it's absurd. I've actually looped around myself once. I think I did well. I think I did pretty well on the Santa Fe skin, on the second locomotive there. I will say there is another. If the mod author of this particular of the BNSF livery mod is watching, this is actually part of the BNSF mod, the Santa Fe skin. If they are watching, there is a particular version of the skin I would love to see. It's not realistic. It's not actually a real skin, but it was a war bonnet livery for the SD40s that came in some models. I actually have one of these models myself, but like the model itself, it's really I love the idea of having a war bonnet on the train. That's an SD40. We're on a tight tunnel here. I feel like we should have tunnel motors too for this. Over the hill. There we go. Clear through. Giant ass grade here. These bridges, the amount of bridges and tunnels that you had to make to do this, like legitimate. Like there's the rest of our train back there. Oh, funny. There's the, like, we're not even at the top of Red Marble. That's Red Marble right up there. You can see it. And there's the tunnel that goes into it. It should be a loop somewhere not far from here. Yeah, we're maintaining about 22 miles an hour with this contest. Not bad. We're at notch 8 too. Like that's actually pretty surprising. Don't go much faster than this, eh? Alright. We should have another. We should have a spot. Oh, ha! There it is, right there. This is where I wanted to. This is where most of my screenshots come from on this section of the route. This will be probably pretty good. Go over here. Woo! Okay, there we go. out just a tad. I don't know. It depends. It depends, as Heist would say. I'll make sure we get a good shot here. I've gotten a few videos from this one location here. This is actually pretty fun to go at with the screenshots and whatnot. So, good locomotive, that's for damn sure. 22, as always. We don't seem to be getting much speed, but we don't seem to be slowing down either, which is a good thing. Now, I do know one thing about the contests we're going to have to pick up from Andrews, the TLC contests that we're picking up from Andrews. We're going to need 4, if not 5, SV40s to tack onto that train. Or a total of 4 or 5. So. There we go. Screenshot. There we go. Not too bad. Bottom of the screen's kind of, you know, not bad, but okay. Where's my mouse cursor? There it is. Beautiful shot. Keeping an eye out for hot boxes, by the way. Pretty sure we're gonna get a hot box on the way over there. Running pretty hard. I say something and then I think I notice a hot box on the fourth to last car in the contest there. I think there was a hot box in that set there. I'm gonna double check. We might be tearing up a car back there. Run! I am faster than the train apparently. Woo! Oh my god! Oh my god! Jump, damn it! Get in the train. There we go. What the? Oh yeah, this is one of the tunnels that was like... This is one of those loop tunnels that is just like ridiculous because you can see how tight the curve is compared to how the tunnel is. This tunnel is not designed for this. I think it was like the 4th car? Yeah, it's the 4th car that I noticed. I think it's over here. I think it's either this car or the next car. I'll have to wait until we get out of the tunnel, but I can't tell. Tunnel portal. Yeah, this is one of those loops that, like, you go right around. This is actually kind of weird looking, honestly. Lantern. Does that do anything? Yeah, a little bit. Alright, I don't... so it looks like we're good here. I don't see any smoke on the side there. I want to say it was on this side. Oh, we're coming out of the tunnel here. I don't see anything. Oh, there's our track. I don't see it. Oh, there's our track. I hear it. Where's my player? I was expecting to see a man just standing on the car. Yeah, there I am. Okay, there was no hot box over there. I was just seeing things. Okay. Okay, brilliant. Boink. There we go. Oh, frickin' hell. Oh, shit. Boink. There we go. Frame rate's not too bad here. The one random Walmart trailer is kind of funny, though. How much money do I don't remember. Whatever. Plenty of cars. Still see the mouse cursor? recording here. Does it show up on the recording? It does. Just barely. It shows up on the recording. You can see it. Which is funny. Alright, we're clear. There we go. We're back in the cab. Woohoo! It's not too bad. I think we're actually nearing the top of the grade here, finally. I think. Unless we did top the grade. Did we top the grade? Or is that the grade right there? Where are we? Oh, there's the grade. Yeah, we're coming to the top of it. We gotta do another loop, apparently. Jesus Christ. The amount of trackage this adds, it's like absurd. Okay. Check on the map here. There we are. And see kind of the whole pathing here. There's Graham County. There's where we started. This is where we are right now. And there's Topton. We're like near the top of the grade, but like we've looped around each other. We've looped around ourselves twice now. We're looping around ourselves twice. All because this is a 2.5% grade? Let me see. Yeah, 2% grade. So not too bad. Where's my cash? Oh, there it is. 91,000? Not bad. Not bad. Not bad for this company at this point. I think we have a lot of debt, right? I think so. Can't tell. I started the game in sandbox mode and I can't tell how much debt I have. We're at 26 miles an hour now. I think we're leveling off here. Oh, no, it's still 2%. Got it. There's a bridge. This bridge is always kind of the fun one. I like this bridge. Yeah, it's because of how deep that trench is. You can't really do a trestle there, can you? I mean, you could. You could do what did over Dale over in Sherman Hill a long time ago, where they just put a trestle there that was spaghetti, and essentially like they had to travel at like 5 miles an hour over that trestle. There's a reason that Dale Junction is now a giant. That Dale Creek is now a giant fill full of dirt. Because that trestle was just a pain in the ass to maintain, I guess. I don't know. It's like just like when you look at Sherman Hill nowadays versus the pictures of it back in 1860, 1870, it's like night and day. A lot of the railroads did stuff like that, where it's like crazy, like fills and whatnot. Okay, we're picking up speed here. We can slow down. Okay, clear. I'm going to close the switch when we get out of here. There's a whistle post right there. Nice. We're picking up speed. We're here at Topton, boys. Yeah, we need to put brakes on. Just a tad. We're going down great now. Holy hell. We pick on speed a lot. There we go. A little bit of pressure on there. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, as soon as I went down the grade, yeah, the whole journey was fine until we went over that one curve there. So how many cars did we wreck? Did we just wreck the? Oh no, we got a couple of them here. Okay, only the. Oh really? This was the only car we got off on the dirt. Condition 53. Okay. So you're the only one that actually ended up going in the dirt. That's funny. Everything else is in the dirt. That's a Kenosha. How long have you been recording here? 30 minutes. I've been recording for 30 minutes and we ended up on a Kenosha. Right at the end of the... right after we got over the... Yep. Oh, what the hell? PCS open. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. But then again, I haven't derailed with a fucking angle cock open. Get out of the cab, please! Oh my god. I keep forgetting that when you derail, you can't get out of the cab for some reason. Hold on. Let me try the back door. Try the back door. It'll fit. I can't get out of the cab. I'm stuck. Hang on. I'll just teleport myself out. There we go. Jesus. I gotta get a screenshot. Why not? I wonder what the condition of the locomotive is, because if we're screwed. Condition 40. Not bad. It's at 40%, but we can at least make it to Andrews and not worry about that. What about you? You're 48, so you're good. Okay. Alright, well. Alright, time to shift R. You're first. Shift R. Back on the rails you go, sir. Oh, we're too far away. There we go. Come on. Okay. We'll close the angle cock on here. Lord knows we're not coupled. Yeah, we're not coupled there. Alright. So... You re-railed, you're re-railed. Let's see, if I wait. And you're derailed as well. Fuck. Back on the rails you go. Oh, that hitched. Nice. Somehow that did not uncouple. That's impressive. So none of these uncoupled here. That's good. I think it's only the locomotive. 2 locomotives unhooked. That's good. Alright, well, let's get the brakes released here. And then what we'll do is release that real quick. Let it roll. There we go. Release the brakes. Reverse her back. Brakes. One hell of a fucking grade, man. Oh yeah, that's right. I think when you do... That's interesting. I'll have to check that on both locomotives. But I think the gen field switch is turned off now. Let me see. Out of the cat. There you go. Now they're all on. They're good. Okay. So they're all on. Let me double check. You getting power? Yeah, you getting power. Okay, back it up. Bang! Let Locomotive brake. Alright, make sure this is MU'd again. And it's MU'd. It's cut out and MU'd. Got it. Alright, tie the brakes in. And oil is good. Oil is good. Wait, really? Oh no, oil is not good on this loco. What the hell? Oh, this car was already fucked to begin with. And then this one needs to be oiled. There we go. Alright, we're good. I think that's everything. I don't think anything else is derailed on this train. I mean, if we pull forward and we'll start throwing dust, we'll probably know. Release the brakes. There it goes. Okay, so 31. I gotta remember that. Alright, we're good. A little bit more. I think it was like a 10-pound set that helped us. Funny. Yep, that helped us. Well, that didn't help. So we need to use the independents. 10-pound set on the independent here. Come on. A little bit more. No, a little bit more. They do 30? Oh, this is not working at all. Okay, there it goes. Now it's slowing down. Oh, you son of a bitch! It's slow to respond. Which I guess makes sense considering what I just did, so. And the fact that we have no repair parts in Andrews makes this a little bit more difficult. There we go. Touch 4, see if that helps. Try not to go about 50 miles an hour down this hill now. Okay, there we go. Holding steady here. That's good. A little bit more. Where are we at the map? We just got through Topton, so that's good. Our first signal is a 92, milepost 92, and that's Roto right there, which is a 30-mile-an-hour limit. And from there, we got to go to the piggyback yard there. So we should be good. Okay, good. Move it down a bit. Oh boy, should be good. Should be running all right. Just using the independence is a little silly, but you know that's what we got to do now. And we got to keep an eye on the rear car here because that is going to be draining oil like a sieve. I don't think any of the other cars are we're speeding up again. If they're throwing dust, that means they've derailed, but I don't see any. We're not getting any significant resistance here. Not getting any significant resistance, we're good. Still picking up speed. Put on a little bit more in the brake pipe there. The independent anyway. I think it's because we're on a 3% here. We shouldn't be getting too much speed here, but oh well. Come on! Didn't you put the brake pipe on full? Little shit. This is great. What am I doing here? There we go. Alright. Full brake pipe. Do it. There we go. Now we're slowing down. Took you forever to do that, but okay. There's no reason for that. Come on. Are you serious? Going too fast. Jesus Christ. I managed to get down here before without derailing, but apparently not. Where are we at right now? Yeah, there we are. We're coming up to Roto now, actually. That's good. All right. Well, we should be probably decelerating a little bit, but we should be fine. They're crossing up ahead. Looks like it. Alright, we're good. Yep. Clear, block. Clear. Alright, we don't have much further to go for Andrews. Or at least the Andrews piggyback terminal. Aside from that, we'll probably have to take off one car. The 30-mile-an-hour limit, we are going 25. We are good. But aside from this, we should be good. I have been recording for 45 minutes. Alright, we're good. Hopefully, once I get to the piggyback terminal, I can actually do some switching again. But, whatever. We have our brake pipe on nearly 50, and we're the independent on 50, and we're still going about 25, so we're doing okay. Oh, we're picking up speed now. Kind of shut it down just a tad. That's another mod I would want to see somebody do, is the AWVR liveries. At least for the SD40s. Oh, yeah, we are accelerating quite a bit. I'm just gonna shut it down entirely. See what the speedometer does here. There are people that play this game in first person that legit just use the in-game speedometers and stuff. Which is impressive to me, because I cannot read these numbers for the life of me. Hovering around 30, so that's good. Into the tunnel here. Woo! I probably should have stopped at Topton rather than just full sent it at all. Down. What the where am I? There we go. Check on the Caboose, the box car back there. How you doing? Still at 56%. You could do some repairs. Know for a fact that the two cabooses need to be repaired regardless. I mean, there are cabooses, so they're not really required, but oh well. Oh, is that the end of the 30-mile-an-hour curve? 30 mile? Yep, that's the end of the 30 speed. Alright. Wait for the rest of the train to get through. Walmart trailer. There we go. We're through. Most of the train's out of the 30 curve, so... There we are. And, alright, we should be good there. Where the... There we go. Click. Yeah. Not bad, click. There you go. There we go. We're good. Okay, let's see. Where are we at here, boys? That's the signal. That's the last signal before we have to approach. So. Okay, we're right about there. We're not far from milepost 96 right now. We're doing good. We're doing excellent, I might add. I might not be able to do switching. Yeah. Then again, we've been running hard for so long that, probably pretty interesting video. to say the least. You can split this up into 2 parts. I won't do that. I've done that enough times with this series, where I've split one thing into separate parts. I forgot to check the timetable here. Wasn't there supposed to be a train that departs? Oh yeah, there is supposed to be a train to depart. Andrews. Oh no, we got a couple more hours. Yeah, the next train to depart Andrews is going to be at 3:20. What looks it? Yeah, 3:20 or 3:40 rather. 3:40 for the departure time for the stopping passenger train. We've got 2 hours to do that, so we'll get these trains out of the way here. Okay, so we're there. There's a switch there. We're gonna line the switch here so we can get out off the main here. With the clicking noise again. I guess that's when the locomotive overheats or breaker trips or something, because that's that's kind of weird. I'm slowing down significantly. Move this the brake right a bit. This is gonna be a bad idea. I just knew it. What I might do, rather than actually taking the whole thing of piggyback cars that we got back there, back at Andrews, honestly, I might have to split that train up into 2 segments. We got the cut for Silva that it needs to go out, and we got a cut for Bryson. I think I'm gonna put the Bryson cut on the train that's going out, one of the stopping the freight that's going out, honestly. But who knows? We'll see. I need to do switching out here first. Should see the signal being a red just up ahead, but that's just restricting there. Because we got the switch open on the other end there. There's the switch. Yeah, there we are. Okay, we got a restricting there. All right. All right. How long have I been recording? About 55 minutes now. Not too bad. Some of it was fluff. That could be removed. I don't know. Okay, we're picking up speed here. Let's cut it down. I'm getting out of the seat here. Oh, frick. Why am I getting shoved back in the train? What the hell? That's not intentional. Okay, here we come. Okay, there's a switch. Grand trunk. Car that derailed is a Grand Trunk car. That's funny. Alright, we've made it. Made it to the piggyback terminal. I'm gonna set off these cars here. And then drop them off. Got some cards to drop off anyway. Well, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I know it was kind of not eventful, but like this was one thing. This was my first time playing this game in a while. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Like and comment down below. Subscribe if you guys want more. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Whoops. Just slammed the brakes on there too hard. Jesus Christ. Of course, New Haven.